Aloha, everyone. This is Cathy BILSKY, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And this is April 30th, 24. Sorry, guys, I'm working on my Facebook page. Oh, there we are. All right. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay. All right. Sorry, they are making it a little bit more difficult to change everything on Facebook. So that is done. Today is a very high energy day, and there's so much on the planet to work on. But what has come to my attention is, and if you've been paying attention, radical Islamism is really trying to become the number one religion, no matter how they do it. It is a death cult, in my opinion, and they are affecting our college students who are mindless, they are feral, and they don't even know what they're protesting about, going to these pro Palestine protests. Say that real quick. They don't have a clue that if Islam becomes dominant, they will lose their lives. The girls, forget your bikinis, forget your short sleeve shirts. You'll be wearing a burqa. If you are gay, you'll be flying off buildings. They have no clue. So let's do a little bit of work again, to negate radical Islamism, to support people of the Jewish faith and people that are in college that are supporting Islam. All right, let's get started. This is going to be a little lengthy, so please bear with me. So for those of you that are going to join, sit down, sit straight up. And I want you to take a deep breath, release everything that no longer serves you. And as you're doing that, I surround you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I call to all your teachers, guides, masters, the angels, the archangels, the cosmic beings to join us and amplify our energy work even more. So we're going to create a bubble of light. Underneath that bubble, we're going to put this huge Earth Keeper crystal to amplify our work. We're going to put all the energy work into this bubble, and we're going to put all of humanity, all life forms. And I want you to imagine this actually happening in your mind's eye, visualize it, and then send energy into that bubble. All right, let's get started. So in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, and if it is your will, O Creator, I command. We call the higher selves of all participants of radical Islamism to open up a sacred space so they may step forward into the light, allowing themselves to reconnect to the Creator, cut all the ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military war, might is right mentality from their energy field, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down into their DNA, going backwards and forwards through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, we call the violet flame through them and all their works that are misdirected, so they are neutralized. Cut all ties to all dark satanic art and negative ceremonies that are being done to keep men practicing radical Islamism in a stuck patriarchal consciousness that encourages them to manipulate humanity and the greed and the earth for greed, profit, and power for their God, Allah, and Prophet Muhammad. As this energy is released, I call divine male-female balance consciousness to be enhanced in their hearts and God part of their brain flowing through their bodies, touching every cell, atom, molecule, all the internal organs, including their DNA. May this integration be gentle, loving, and kind. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism to guide them to releasing all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor, man, woman, or child. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all life forms, organic or inorganic. See these men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras as they release all the old patriarchal forms that no longer serve anyone. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting groups and women that are in the light. Let men awaken to their divine missions in the light, bringing a lot of fulfillment and comfort that they are doing their heart's callings, which brings about feelings of peace and contentment. Let all men practicing radical Islamism dream of all the past lives they've had lived, where men and women respected each other, treating each other with much compassion and kindness, living together in harmony, bringing that loving energy into the physical, putting it all into practice in this current lifetime. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism that they are suppressing women to step forward into the light. If they choose not to step forward into the light, may the angels and the higher selves put them in positions of harmlessness. We call to all the balanced men on the planet to speak out against this repression, defend all women, and come to women's aid on all levels. See all practicing radical Islamism men respecting the goddess within, giving freedom and honor to all women, along with allowing women to be equal divine conscious beings. We ask that the reptilian part of radical Islamism men's brains are closed down and the God brain is activated. May the goddess soften them to be gentle, kind beings. We ask that all ties and energy overlays to perpetual war as well as glorifying war be cut and removed from all men practicing radical Islamism, going backwards and forwards in time, hundreds of thousands of generations. Let us now cut all ties and remove all energy overlays of glorifying and celebrating death, as well as destruction of the Jews from all radical Islamists, men, women, and children of all ages. As this dark energy is removed from all radical Islamists, we ask their higher self to reconnect them to the Creator so they become awakened spiritual beings who can now live in harmony with all other religious and secular groups. This new energy allows us to quantum leap the planet into world enlightenment. Let the energy of war, the hatred of Jews, remove from all radicals, as the males of all ages practicing radical Islamism become awakened spiritual beings. Let them see how wars are a waste of time, energy, resources, their lives, and refuse to cooperate, becoming peaceful objectors. See men and women unwilling to neither fight, go to any wars, hurt, nor harm any person, no matter the race, color, or country. Let the divine add these thoughts into their mindsets about how they can live in harmony with all groups that brings them much joy. Let men now be divinely inspired to be entrepreneurs, starting their successful, innovating businesses, bringing their countries into the modern times. We ask men's higher selves to help men get in touch with their hearts, their feelings, their emotions, becoming a nurturing, loving, kind, caring, helpful, understanding, and intuitive men. We ask their higher selves to step in and help men find quality family time with their kids and their spouses, male or female. We ask that men be guided to their twin flames or divine mates, and when they meet, they recognize each other as twin flames, divine mates, whatever their true partner is, male or female. See all participants of radical Islamism releasing their hatred for gays, with that energy being replaced with kindness, understanding, and acceptance. As these radical beings awaken and reconnect to the Creator, we ask that they be given much strength to be loving, living examples of men connected to the Creator. As we fill them up with extra divine energy, we ask the Creator to reward those caring beings by sending them all their heart's desires. If these radical beings choose not to come forward in the light, which is their free will, We ask the angels and their higher selves to put them in positions of harmlessness. We send divine positive movement with much gratitude for those who choose to keep evolving and growing into the light of Creator. So now we're going to cut ties between all men practicing radical Islamism and the Jews. We call to the Creator who has all the data, past, present, and future of the radical Islamism personal blueprint to activate the information that allows for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding the beings who are practicing radical Islamism back at this time from moving forward into enlightenment. We call upon the Creator and ask for the permission to release all radical Islamism personality fragments, which have become our fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, spouses, relatives, friends, colleagues, customers, politicians, government officials, and all ancestors, animals, insects, higher selves, oversouls, avatars, masters, guides, and angels, all other life forms and consciousness in Earth, and other stars and planets and other galaxies, seen and unseen, known and unknown, who may have offended other personality fragments in consciousness, their family, relatives, and ancestors, seen and unseen, known and unknown, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions from the beginning of the creation to the present and all future potentials. We ask the Creator for unconditional full forgiveness and untangle all vibration and frequencies between all beings practicing radical Islamism and Jews, asking for the permission to activate the knowingness in all personality fragments and consciousnesses, ask for the permission and activate the cleansing of all personality fragments and consciousness, purify, release, dissolve, cut, and erase all the unpleasant and negative memories, blocks, energies, information, vibration, and frequencies, and transmute those unwanted energies and information back to the pure light. Now it is done. We now close all interdimensional portals that any dark entity may enter our world from, including any portals being opened from any satanic Babylonian ritual, including any negative energy from the Kaaba. As we close and seal these portals, we make them invisible so they no longer can be used, as well as cutting ties and neutralizing all satanic symbols that open gates for demons to enter. We now command Michael the Archangel to find these demons wherever they are and whomever they are attached to, animal, plant, or mineral, or any radical being, and cut ties that are holding them to the earth. As these ties and binds are cut, we send the demons through the violet flame, then back to God, filling that space up with an angel of peace, enlightenment, healing, whatever is needed. This allows that space to vibrate to God's light. We ask the Creator that if it's for their highest good of the earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to all people practicing radical Islamism's DNA that makes them more aggressive and warlike. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone in brains of all people practicing radical Islamism that will allow them to become divine spiritual beings. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the satanic secret society rituals that activate demon possession. We are now cutting ties and remove all blueprint overlays over all souls that suppress all people practicing radical Islamism, and this includes college students. This also allows, as these overlays are removed, they are now open to a higher spiritual existence. This also allows them to balance their male-female energies, which will also allow them to create a third force of divine potential. We cancel clear all secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA in Islamism as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering the Islamists to reconnect to the source. Love Canon is changing their genetic coding, reconnecting them to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We ask the Creators to give people who practice radical Islamism special grace, and unlock the doors in the mind that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that are holding them back. I ask all the creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Sending beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the creator they need so they gently evolve into the light. The creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. We now cut ties to all radical charters, manifestos, and all written word that encourages violence to anyone outside their faith, including all Jews and anyone they consider an infidel. And this includes everything in the Quran. We cut ties from the time of Isaac and Ishmael that creates a rivalry between Jews and Muslims, that created a rivalry to show who is more dedicated to God. As that energy is released, let there be a calming peace that descends on all. We call the higher selves of anyone who has negative thoughts of harming Jews, including Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, Nazis, and any anti-Semitic, to go through all their incarnations, past, present, and future, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, to cut soul memory ties to those lifetimes. We transmute that all out of balance energy through the violet flame, reconnect the energy to the creator, shifting that negative energy to light, affecting everyone's cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA. This allows for their frequency to vibrate to light. Let us now cut all energy ties to the energy words: kill the Jews, freeze Gaza, from the river to the sea, jihad, and intifada. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We call the violet flame around all who speak those words to transmute the hateful energy. As the violet flame burns off that negative energy, it is being replaced with a higher frequency of light, allowing those beings to reconnect to the creator, which helps them become awakened spiritual beings who see all people around them, no matter the race or religion, as family, mother, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends, people they would not harm. Let us now cut ties to all words from Hamas and Iraq that says Israel will exist and will continue to exist until Islam obliterates it, just as it obliterated others before it. We cancel, clear, delete that energy and the covenant of the Islamic resistant movement again against the Jews and all other religions. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We cancel, clear all mosque extremism that is calling on Muslim armies to invade Israel. Everywhere those extremist speeches in mosque or any public places are spoken words, let's anchor the violet flame to transmute all words of anger to a higher vibration of light, dissipating that energy to nothing, no forward movement. We're going to put those extremists in a bubble of invisibility, so when they speak, no one will hear them and their words are meaningless. We ask the creator to remove all dark magical overlays that is around all people who are standing up for Hamas. As these overlays are removed, people see clearly what a terrorist hate group they are, as well as see the leaders for the grifters they are and stop supporting them, demanding those leaders share the wealth with those less fortunate. We call the higher selves of everyone in the Islamism armies, all high-ranking members, and ask your higher self to help you come forward into the light. And if you choose not to work for humankind, which is your free will, we ask your higher selves and angels put you in a position of total harmlessness, and that a peacekeeper, an enlightened peacekeeper worker, take your place, or no one at all. See all veils of protection being removed from them so their people can see them for what they are, grifters. If it is for the radical Islamism's extremist highest good, for them to receive a karmic return for their actions, now over 100,000-fold, Then I step aside as it's returned. As these spiritual beings awaken, we ask God to send them all the love, compassion, kindness, caring, peace, and divine love to flow through all their bodies, mind, and spirit. We see this happening as the reptilian brain is shut down and God brain activated. We call to all the elementals of war the Islamists use, cutting the elementals free from their misuse, cleanse with the violet flame, reconnecting to the Creator, and command the elementals to be neutral, to misfire, not work, go off course, choose to not hurt or harm any life form. We also cut all ties to all curses directed at any Jew worldwide, including the Mub-Ahala. Let's give a little attention to the Kaaba. Let's cut any ties and all ties to any dark energy coming from it. 24/7, 365 days a year. Let's send a healing energy into the shattered black stone and the Kaaba that connects it to the Creator and sends out a higher vibration energy. Now let's anchor the violet flame to transmute any off-balance energy coming from it, replacing it with a higher vibration of light that frees people from all old stuck patterns. Let that energy be replaced with divine enlightenment energy, allowing everyone to reconnect to the Creator, to become awakened spiritual beings. May divine peace, calm, divine brotherhood, enlightened inspiration for putting together balanced, peaceful governments descend around everyone now and continue to flow 24/7, 365 days a year. We see Israel, along with Arab nations and Palestine, coming to a mutually beneficial solution that creates true peace between them. We bless all peacekeepers and those who have courage not to go to war against anyone. May their ranks grow and swell so they become the majority and the peacekeepers run all countries. Now let's give our attention to the college students. We're going to call to Michael the Archangel to remove all dark energy, all energy of Islamic energy overlays over them that's keeping them from seeing truth and really understanding what Islam means. As that energy is removed, see them reconnect to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings filled with all these new possibilities and focus on light. We're going to anchor the violet flame in all the college campuses and see it spread. So it is spread throughout the whole college campuses. The violet flame neutralizes all dark energy, all hate and anger toward the Jews. It neutralizes radical Islamism. And again, remove all the dark overlays over all the students about radical Islamism, especially the ones that understand why they are at protests. Let them reconnect to the Creator, becoming an awakened spiritual being who now sees and understands what radical Islam means to the world, to themselves. That the women will be forced to wearing burqas, no more bathing suit girls. The gays will be thrown off buildings and are unaccepted. Women will have no rights. And children will be gone after by the pedophiles of Islam. So cancel, clear, delete all of that, but allow the college students, as they become an awakened spiritual being, realize, come out of their stupor, realize what they're pushing forward. And again, cancel, clear it, and stop supporting Islam. And we're going to call to the higher selves of those radical Islamists in all the colleges, the provocateurs that are feeding this energy, college student energy, to step forward in the light. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we command their higher selves and guardian angels to put them all in positions of harmlessness. Let all veils of protection be removed from them. So the college administrators see who they are and remove them from campus. Let those students who are being paid to support Islam, let that information come to the surface so people know and understand that this is being pushed forward, that Islam is being pushed forward by people that are getting paid. Let the students see them for who they are and what they are. And again, stop supporting Islam. Let the students dream of all the past lives where they've been Christians and followed that faith, and they have been other religions of light. Let them dream of all the times that they've lived peaceful, loving lives as Jews. Let them remember their divine purpose, their divine missions, so they will not support radical Islamism. All right, guys, let's fill all this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. And I'm going to ask anybody who watches this later or listens to it that this energy work is amplified over 100,000 fold. Thank you for tuning in and giving it energy. If you like it, share it, put it on in the background so the energy keeps going out and this manifests on the earth. Every time you think of a college student, imagine that energy, that Islamic energy overlay being removed from them and replaced with their own divine missions, their own divine purposes. And when anybody listens to this or watches this video later, let it be amplified over 100,000 fold. Okay, guys, so now I need you to hold that stone hematite because we've got to ground. Hold it until you are not lightheaded. And if you don't have that stone hematite, then stand up. And I want you to feel the earth energy come up your feet and feel that energy come up higher. You're grounding, you're pulling in body. You're becoming very centered, very clear-headed. And now that energy comes up higher, it's up to your knees. You're really feeling heavier as your energies are pulled in. You feel yourself becoming very centered, very clear-headed, and filled with all these new possibilities. Now, if you're still energy high, go find a tree outside. Put your hands on the tree. Send all your excess energy into the tree, 30 minutes or 30 seconds. You can do it more. And then ask the tree to send you energy and you'll ground. If you don't want to do that, go eat something that will help you ground or take a shower. So thanks for tuning in and giving this energy. If you like it, share it. It's very important to the world and our timeline that radical Islamism is neutralized and our students become awakened spiritual beings. On that note, I'm going to say aloha and we'll catch you again.